You've probably heard people say smart contract runs everything on the blockchain. But what exactly is smart contract? And how can something called contract be even smart? Stick around because in this video, I'll break down everything in the simplest form so that by the end of the video, you'd know what exactly is smart contract, what they really do, and why they are the foundation of everything in the crypto space. Hi, I'm Antoniette and I've been in the crypto space since 2019. I've also been privileged to work with leading exchanges like Max Global and BitGet Global as a community builder, helping thousands of people understand and profit safely from the crypto world. And now here on Crypto with Antoniette, I break down everything into simple and easy follow lesson for anyone starting out. Whether you are trying to learn how crypto works, buy your first coin, or stay safe in the space, I've got you covered. So make sure to subscribe because you are making crypto make sense one lesson at a time. Let's start simple. Imagine you're renting an apartment. Normally, you'd sign a paper contract with the landlord, right? The contract would say something like this: you pay this certain amount of rent, and in return, you get access to the apartment. But what if instead of a paper contract or middleman, we had a piece of code that automatically checks, has the rent been paid? And then it automatically releases the keys to you or opens the doors. Now that's what smart contract does. It's a digital agreement that runs entirely on the blockchain. So smart contract automatically executes certain actions when certain conditions are met. There is no middleman, no waiting for approval, and there is no waiting. It's basically when this happens, you do this in return. All the codes are on the blockchain. If that sounds technical, don't worry, because I'm going to explain it in a way that by the end of the video, you can explain it to your friends like it's a normal everyday thing. So how exactly does smart contract work? Think of it like a vending machine. You insert the money and press the button, and automatically the machine releases the snack that you selected, right? There is no cashier in a vending machine. The rules are already in the machine that when a certain amount is inserted and the button is pressed, it should automatically release the snack. So now in blockchain, the vending machine is the smart contract. You send money, that is like inserting the money in the vending machine, and then the smart contract checks the condition and automatically performs the outcome. This could be maybe sending you an NFT or approving a trade, or even transferring ownership of something. Everything is transparent when it comes to smart contract. No one can tamper with it once it's deployed in the blockchain. Let me give you an example. Let's say we create a smart contract for a crowdfunding campaign. We could put in codes like this, for example. If the funds reach to 10 Ethereum before the deadline, then the funds go to the project. If that doesn't happen, the smart contract automatically returns everyone's money to their wallet. So you see, in that case, no one has to trust someone or anyone. You just trust in the codes that you input. So why does smart contract really matter? You know, before smart contract, people relied on trust. You had to trust companies, trust platform, and even trust people. But now with the smart contract, it removes that need for trust and replaces it with a code that executes exactly as written. And now here is why we call blockchain a trustless technology. It's not because you can't trust it, but because you don't need to rely on someone for it to function normally. Now, smart contract is the reason why we have things like DeFi, decentralized finance, where people lend and borrow money. It's also the reason why we have NFTs. These are the non-fungible tokens, and ownership transfers automatically. Smart contract is also the reason why we have DAOs, DAO. These are the decentralized communities where votes execute automatically. Last but not least is smart contract is the reason why we have games. You have heard of GameFi, right? Yes, this is all because of smart contract. And here rewards are given automatically by codes. So next time you hear people talking about earning yield, buying NFT, or using DeFi apps, remember it's all powered by the smart contract, quietly doing the heavy lifting in the background. So where do smart contracts live? Smart contracts live on the blockchain that support them. Ethereum is the most popular one, although there are others like Polygon, Avalanche, Solana, Binance Smart Chain, and many other more. So these blockchains allow developers to deploy their codes publicly. Once it's deployed, everyone can see it and can interact with it, but no one can secretly change it. Now that's there is what makes smart contracts special. They are transparent and permanent. The first time I interacted with a smart contract, it was through a decentralized exchange. I was actually swapping, and with one click, the tokens in my wallet switched. There was no bank, no waiting for approval. It just happened in a click. And in that moment, I knew that blockchain technology was really changing how we move value online. Now let's go through some real-life example of how smart contract is used. The first application is in DeFi app, where people can lend, borrow, and even earn interest on their assets. It's all coded in the contract. The second application is in NFT marketplace. When you buy an NFT, a smart contract automatically transfers ownership. And the third application of smart contract in real life world is in crowdfunding campaigns. This is where you see funds are held until a certain goal is reached. Smart contract is also used in gaming, where rewards and in-game assets are distributed fairly and automatically to the players. Do you also know that insurance uses smart contract? Payouts can be automatic if certain conditions are met. The beauty is that all this happens without needing to trust a company. You just need the code. If you are starting to see how huge this is, don't click away yet. In a minute, I'll show you how smart contracts connect to the crypto tokens that you already know. This is like Ethereum and BNB. Now let's clear a common misconception. Is smart contract really smart? Here's the thing. Smart contracts aren't smart like AI. They don't think or make decisions. They simply follow instruction exactly as written. So if a developer writes the wrong code, it will still execute. This will happen despite if it leads to a loss or a bug. Now here's the reason why auditing smart contract, checking the codes for errors is really important. Because once it's deployed, you can't edit it like a document. That's the risk and the beauty of blockchain technology. So remember, smart contracts are only as smart as the people who write them. Next, let's talk about how smart contracts connect to the tokens. Every token that you see, whether it's an ERC20 token, a meme coin, or even an NFT, it exists because of smart contract. When you send or receive crypto, you are actually interacting with the smart contract. It keeps track of the balances and the transactions. So understanding smart contract helps you understand the entire crypto ecosystem. Without smart contract, there would be no DeFi, no NFTs, no GameFi. There would be no real-world blockchain applications. Think of smart contract like the engine of the car. Now the token is the fuel and the blockchain is the road. I hope that makes it even easier to understand. Now without that engine, the car doesn't move. Without smart contract, crypto doesn't function. So now let's recap everything that we have learned today. A smart contract is a smart executing agreement written in code. Smart contract runs on a blockchain and it automatically executes actions when certain conditions are met. Smart contract also removes the need for intermediaries and increases transparency. Smart contract also powers everything, from DeFi to NFTs to DAOs. And most importantly, understanding smart contract is understanding the heart of crypto. If this helped you understand what smart contracts are, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video and turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload new videos. You can also share it with someone who is new to crypto. In the next video, we'll take this a step further. I will explain what's the difference between coins and tokens. I will explain why this matters when choosing what to invest in or just understanding your wallet. You don't want to miss that, so turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and as always, let's make crypto make sense one lesson at a time.